Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another season of NGS Nexus Gaming Series. I'm your host, Mystic. Tonight with me I have the wonderful Monkus. Say hello, Monkus. Always a clever fellow. We have a treat for you guys tonight. On the other side of Division B, there's currently a Division B East game going between Reborn Knights Black and Team Training Wheels, I believe is the name of the team. Coming up shortly, though, we have Division B West, Reborn Knights Red versus Logical Decision. Yes, they will be. They will be red indeed. I'm looking very forward to this one's first night of NGS. It's always already off to a great start. We've had the very first night of the match, I believe, went to a best of 3 series. We've had a 2-0 series tonight. Both of the games going right now are 1-0 in favor of one of the teams, obviously. But as we're waiting on these teams to filter in, I believe, Monkus, you've done a little bit of research on both these, or at least on one of these teams.
Expect this to be mainly interesting in the bottom lane. Top lane can pretty much just have two people not really killing each other the entire time.
Yep, the top lane is always a wonderful experience to watch, and it definitely makes the day go by. If you like that sort of thing. So it looks...
about this map I always love to see is whether or not one team tries to take out the top lane well at the start. Because you can do it. You can do it with a lot of characters really safely, really easily before the other team can recognize it. And it's shockingly not done that.
Yeah, definitely. Taking that top shrine, or not top shrine, that top well gives you a major advantage on that top lane, and I like it when teams make the effort to do it. Although this is one of those maps where that's kind of all you do in the top lane a lot of times. You get that top well, you keep the advantage, and you just protect your own and hold that shrine until you can get a hold of that dragon. It looks like we have...
If you're Dahaka or Leoric, it might not bother you as much to lose the well, but if you're, say, if you're Ragnaros or Malthael, you might want the well. You might want to have options to get that mana.
Definitely. So we got both teams here. Let's just make sure they're in order, and we're about ready to kick this off. While we're wrapping this up, let's take a look at the maps for tonight. The opening map pick here, as you can see, Dragonshire is Logical Decision's choice. We had Battlefield of Eternity banned out by Reborn Knights, as well as Volskaya Foundry banned out by Logical Decision. So what do you think about those map bans there? Do you think it has anything to do with who these teams might play?
Well, neither are super shocking. Battlefield of the Eternity is the only two-lane map that is currently legal, so getting rid of that just means you have a better idea of knowing what kind of team comps you have. Battlefield of Eternity has a very, very specific kind of team comp that you want to win the objective on with, and you want to win the two-lane fight. Where in Volskaya, people just don't like to deal with the conveyor belts. They are really annoying, and you have to really specifically practice for Volskaya, especially on part 3 of that, the third objective of that map, and just chaos can happen. I do not blame anybody for just banning out Volskaya.
Yeah, Volskaya, very snowbally. Battlefield of Eternity, my least favorite map in the pool. I would have rather had Warhead or Braxis over BOE. I just hate that map. But it looks like...
The two-lane maps are always just weird.
Yeah, it looks like they are ready, so we're going to go ahead and jump into draft here. And here we go. Let's get to draft.
Now, don't be surprised if one or both teams decide to ban Abathur. He got a major buff this last patch, and on a big map like this, where you just need to soak and help people out constantly, he is super powerful.
Definitely. Now, to reminder the people watching back at home, we do have Anna's Eye of Horus has been banned currently due to a bug where it is healing literally everything in the game.
That includes the Orc Shade and the
If it has a health bar, she's healing it, except for the poor minions, I think. But we've got Reborn Knights going here on the first ban, first pick, and I have 0 sound coming out.
There's the Zeratul ban.
There's the Zera band. Let's fix our sound here.
Now, as a friend of mine has once said that with Zeratul, you don't really need to practice playing against him, because the trick with him, if the other team has a Zeratul, you ban Zeratul. You just don't know.
Yep, there's the Haka, just as you expected.
Yep, the Haka, he can immediately burrow from top down to the bottom lane in order to turn a 4v5 to a 5-on-5 and win the bottom point and go back up top. So, solid getting ready.
Now, looking at the current meta, where do you go from here? Do you think they're going to focus on any knowledge they have over on either team? Do you think it's going to be a Nubrak or Imperius? Both of them very strong right now. Diablo always strong and very popular between both of them.
I think Malfurion is a target ban against probably Wono. I think he's the support for Logical Decision. I think he has a good Malfurion. He's played him a lot, so they've probably done their research and just said, you know what, let's take you off a couple.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, chat's
And there's the Diablo.
Chat saying you sound awfully far away there, Monkus.
Oh yeah. I'm moving back and forth in my chair. I'll try to move the microphone a little closer.
That sounds better already. All right, here we go. First pick coming out on the side of Reborn Red. Chat filling up here as the match gets underway. We got a spiffy video of Dragonshire at the bottom of the draft screen there in case you still don't know how to play the map. And we got Jaina right out the gate. I love Jaina on this map.
I like this pick. I was just about to say that I would go with the mage right away because they're the high contested. There's the Maya. I love Maya. I mean, it's just great to see.
Yeah. Maiev, Anna, we gotta remember, no Eye of Horus, but nano boost on any kind of mage just spells the end of days for most teams.
Specifically here, Nano Boost Knives. Nano Boost Knives is incredibly devastating. You end up with about a half second, or less than a half second cooldown, about 2.25 seconds when you're getting the resets. They just come out so fast, so rapid fire. Maiev has options for her chain quest, for her pin down quest. It's just, in this 4-man rotation, Maiev is really strong.
Oh yeah, definitely, and I like it here coming out of Reborn Red. We've got a Nubrak and Decker, so they're going heavy dive, looking to probably blow them up with the Jaina. I'm curious who they're going to complement this with.
Nubrak is their only dive so far. Deckard and Jaina both want to hang out a little further back. So it'll be interesting to see if they go with another character that can go in with the Nubrak, so he's not just alone in there. He's good with Cocoon, for example, to stop Maiev or Anna. Specifically Anna, you want to target here because she can pretty much delete the Cocoon with a Storado attack.
Yeah. I was looking more on the lockdown side of things.
On the lockdown side of things, Deckard can definitely root people in place for the Jaina to just poop, poop, poop.
Poop, poop, poop. So we got Joe and Imperius. We were talking about Imperius before the match, how he's making an impact if he's played well. If he's a so-so Imperius, his impact can be very minimal. But he looks like that's probably going to be their offlaner.
Yeah, he is the king of offlane right now, I would say, and he can just put out a ton of damage with all those swords. That's about 1,500 damage, just immediately deleting a character on your...
Yeah, fun fact, don't take Glass Cannon against Imperius if he has a shield ult.
Falstad, I'm guessing Falstad is their top lane, and Greyman, there's an extra dive for the bottom one.
And we got Zagara. Ooh.
So, Zagara is probably in the off lane, and Imperius is with their double front line. That means all of their damage is on this Maiev Anna combo. basically they are going for a blow up, kidnap type.
Yeah, and if with the Johanna pull and the Imperious stun, Maya's going to be spamming out those knives all day, and it can with that Anna behind her, it could be pretty devastating. So let's see how these teams handle it as we head over to map number 1. Seems my overlays cooperate.
I like logical decisions draft here. They just have a much higher burden of execution. This is basically going to be make or break with Maya. It is up to her to win this game, and it's on her to lose.
Definitely, I'm sitting here looking at the icons, and all of RK has the same icon as for stock. He's got the Deckard Cade.
Well, they have 4 knights and they're Deckard, so it really works out well for them. And yeah, if logical decision does not pull off their high burden of execution comp, then I think that Reborn Knights Red can really easily win this. They have a much easier comp to go with. They can put out a Ring of Frost in the middle of to counter Maev's ring. They have a lot of blow up potential, a lot of dive, and honestly, Anubrak does not care about being pulled in. He can just E out.
All right, well, here we go. We have on the side of logical decision, whoa, no, Ulysses, E-Day, and I didn't put any of that hero stuff. I've been fiddling with the sound. Let's do it the easy way. We've got Wono on the Anna, Snowglare on Zagara, E-Day on Johanna, Ulysses on Imperious, and Ziltoid on Maiev. And on the side of Reborn, take it away.
On Reborn Knights, we have Reese on Jaina, Daybo on Falstad, RK Stock on Deckard, Stamp Up on Greymane, and Ninja on Anuber. Looks like Zagara is going bottom lane right now, putting out a little creep.
Both these teams just kind of taking it easy here in the middle, just dancing about, zoning it out. We got Zagara and Anna down in the bottom against the Anubarak. Imperius headed towards the top, and the teams are finally throwing some spells out at each other.
Alright, I was not expecting Zagara to go in the bottom lane. That's a little bit more damage and a little bit less CC for them.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was expecting the same thing you were expecting there with Imperius. Deckard just kind of wandering between the lanes, dropping some potions up there for Falstad to help him out. And
yeah, the thing about about a ranged versus a melee in the off lane, that the ranged is going to win unless you rotate.
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of like why I would have put Zagara up there. She has a much easier time dealing with Falstad, I feel. And Maiev has gone Nisha's Memento, which is good against a double frontline team with she can easily get the resets and use her melee to bounce off. She has one of the highest melee damages in the game. It's 156 at level 2.
That's crazy. We've got both shrines coming online now. Blue in favor of logical decision. We've got Falstad capping the top one against the Imperius there.
And here comes that rotation that I talked about. Maiev is coming.
Falstad's just going to float away there.
Very high move. No, he gets grabbed
At the last second.
That cane pot helped him get away.
Cleverly placed potions do it there for the side of Reborn Knights, and Ziltoid just going to kind of hang out and wait for Rise to try to take this shrine as his team tries to take back over the bottom capture point. And they're able to do it there. And Falstad goes down in the top lane.
Yeah, a little bit surprising there. He didn't need to be on the point just yet. He could have just poked it at range until some support came to help him. Now logical decision has a good half of the lead.
So we go Ninja kind of poking back and forth in the bottom, trying to zone out logical decision here, get that shrine turned off, and he's able to. Deckard Cain walking around in that fancy new skin of his. And E-Day just hanging out, Has no problem taking the damage with Wono behind him, just pumping him full of darts. Rise is in trouble here, gonna walk away. Zagara not backing off.
Now she's going in, and Reborn, that's right, is doing a very good job of clearing out all that creep.
Down comes Greymane here to help out. And he backs off again, going back to the middle, keeps hooking against Maiev.
Maiev has gone Blade Dance, so she doesn't really worry about any of her quests right now. She's doing a lot of physical damage. She needs to get a little closer to those minions because Blade Dance only does physical damage in melee range of Maiev. It does not do it at the point of the knife impact.
Yes. So looking at the quest here, we've got Grenade Build going on Anna. Zagara going with Banelings and Serrated Spines. Getting that hero damage out. She's going to be fighting a lot of heroes. Hold Your Ground and Sins Exposed from the Johanna. Burn the Impure and Battle Hunger on Imperius with Manisha and Blade Dance on the side of Maiev.
What do you think about this Sapphire pick by Deckard at level 1?
I love Sapphire. By far, to me, his best talent. It's so much slow. It adds to the slow. It pairs well with Jimmy. I mean, he's got a good slow to begin with. The other talents just take a little too long to come online, and sometimes they don't really have the effect you hope because they're very hard to sometimes land inside the root, whereas the Sapphire pretty much guarantees you a root every time.
See, I feel that you go with the quest at level 1, and then by then at level 16, when you have Scroll of Stone Curse, you're just putting out a ton of bursts.
But Deckard is such a calming and passive man. He doesn't need to blow people up.
He's certainly going with the bling on his Q by going with both Sapphire and Emerald. He can really easily counter the healing of Anna.
I do like the Emerald. Yeah, Emerald's going to be a good counter to the grenade there. He took Potion of Shielding at 4. We've got Jaina with Fingers of Frost, Frost Armor, and Icy Flow. So Jaina playing in preparation for those Maiev pulls.
A Nubrak getting out with about 10% of his HP. Logical Decision is pushing in hard right now.
And Logical's got control of the shrine. Deckard is just hanging out. It's Deckard versus Imperius. Ulysses has found him. This is trouble for Deckard, unless Greymane can get up here.
Needs to go bottom and help the team that he has, who are sitting at very low right now.
Meanwhile, Ziltoid getting chunked down across the top lane. Rise is low in the bottom here, and the Shrine goes back in favor of... Bottom Shrine goes back in favor of Reborn Knights.
Oh! Looks like Falstad barely gets away, has about 25% of his self, and that's top Shrine for Logical Decision.
Ninja doing his best to stall on the bottom. Ziltoid and Wono here hanging out. Maiev, Greymane, and Anna Deckard. Now here comes Jaina to help push him out. So
doing the Matrix dodge there with Maiev, she avoids that Frostbolt.
Ulysses doing a real good job up top against the Falstad right now, not taking too much damage despite the range difference.
No, he's been closing the gap really well with Imperius' Q. He's been landing those consistently and able to put out a lot of damage. There's another land, he lands another Q. Falstad is at a third of his HP and barely gets away.
In the bottom lane, though, big Deckard root stunning both. I believe that was Johanna and Zagara, and Jaina just ran up and started blasting them down. Unfortunately, there was a tower there. She couldn't stick around and spam Q.
Okay, I like this talent choice by Zagara. She went Serrated Spines at 4, which means that she has a stacking quest going on until the end of the game. She will be hitting for a ton of damage by late game.
Oh, look at this gank up top. Ulysses missing the spear there. So Danebo able to get out this time. And Reborn Knights have full control of the bottom lane right now.
Yeah, a lot of this map right now is red, and if they can get that well in bottom lane, that's pretty huge.
We got ults up on both sides. We got Nano Boost from Anna, of course. She can't take out Horus. Devouring Maul with Blessed Shield, Angelic Armaments, and Warden's Cage.
Maul is kind of interesting because I figured they'd go with Nidus so that Zagara could immediately pop in top or bottom lane.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like they've got enough of the control already. Maul would have been a very nice global to have on their side, especially against the Falstad, because he can be up top and bottom real quick, whereas Imperius is going to have to ride his way down.
Yeah, and it's a little bit counter-synergistic with Maiev. Yes, it's something that you can put in the middle of the circle but it keeps Maya from getting knife reset.
Oh yeah, definitely agree with that. But both of the bruiser camps are back up on top. Falstad getting a free capture up there in the top lane too. Ziltoid a little low, and logical decision turning the bottom lane back around in their favor here. They've got no towers, they're about to get this one here.
It's a 5v4 right now. There goes out the ult.
Anna's in the cocoon. There's a Gus. Stay a while and listen. Shield pop by Ulysses. Zagara is down. Watermill taking him out. There's a Maya warding cage. Greymane trying to get away.
Only Greymane got captured. Jahan is low. Imperius is down.
This is not looking good for logical decision right now. That Gus was big with Anna in the cocoon and half the team separated. Very nice job by Jaina and Greymane just to burn the Zagara down. And this first Dragon Knight should go with no problem to Reborn Knights Red.
First Dragon Knight at 9 minutes.
It's not going to be too wimpy of a Dragon Knight. You always hate to see the first one taken in the first 2-3 minutes, and it does like nothing. At least this one's got some power on it.
Well, they're already pushed out bottom lane. They're probably going to get the middle fort as well. They could get a couple towers down with this Knight if they put focus. But it looks like Falstad, being the offlaner, he kind of want to make his job a little easier.
Yeah, I like this. So they're splitting the attention with the bottom fort already down. They're free to push as a 4-man bottom and let the Knight just go do damage elsewhere and just keep those lanes going in their favor.
Oh, I disagree. I'd rather have the Knight with the group, because that's just a lot of damage that gets output into the enemy. And generally, you want to push out and win this bottom lane because this is where almost all of the mercenaries are, and that top lane has the bridge.
I agree. I think they may be looking for the passive XP boost at this point. They get the well.
Well, if they're going for that, I figured that they would have focused on picking out middle first.
That's also true. I don't know what they're doing then.
Well, Numerak goes down bottom lane. This is the issue with splitting Dragon from the group. It was a 4v5 on bottom. They just, logical decision, just did not care about losing top.
Yeah, there goes the top fort. So the Falstad's life will be a little easier, although he had pretty much the advantage against Imperius the whole time.
It looks like logical decision is pushing the advantage. They're trying to take... Down goes Maev. That was a gutsy call, but they kind of needed more of their team there.
They did. The Maul buying him an escape. That's about it. Welcome to the streamers from Mogoose's channel. 37 people jumping in here now, joining us. If you're just joining in, we've got a 14-14 level match. Reborn Knights having just taken the first Dragon Knight.
Logical decision tried to make a gutsy play and grab the Giants, but they paid for it, and now Reborn Knights are getting both Giants. Look at how much red is on that bottom lane.
There's a lot of red pushing down bottom here. I'm still fiddling with the sound for Monkus chat. Don't worry. I know he's either real loud or real quiet. Here we go. Looks like our 9 p.m.
Bullet comes out. Ults come out.
Looks like our 7
Anna's
p.m.
still stuck. She gets out.
Here we go.
Maya ports right into the Decker Cane route. This is a big team fight happening bottom, and Falstad is just going out, clearing top lane. And those Giants, you can't just ignore them. They do a ton of damage if you get hit by those rocks.
Yeah, we got 4 Giants and a Zagara who could take them down pretty safely, and they're just staying up. Very good protection from the side of...
Barely blinks out.
Big stay a while. Greymane taking 2 out at once there with his ult. And we have Reborn Knights looking very strong here early on.
4v5, both the 16 talent difference, it just... Logical decision could not compete. And if you check and look at the damage real quick, look how much damage Zagara's done, look how much damage Jaina and Greymane and Falstad have done. Right now, Maev has only done 10,000 damage.
Yeah, Maev has been off trying to gank and in the mid lane a lot more than she's been down in the team fights. And Dragon Knight going middle this time. I think this is where you just start running it down bottom. You've got the advantage.
I agree. You have the 16 advantage, you have the Dragon Knight, you have towers down bottom, just press your advantage.
I will say, I think some of Maev's issue may be this Jaina build is actually pretty strong against somebody like Maev. She took the armor at 4.
Oh, absolutely. It's
icy
rough
flows.
getting Maev first. It's rough to pick Maya first because she can be very easily countered with the right team.
Chad is having a field day with your voice, by the way.
Oh, lovely.
So we go Reborn Knights Red pushing down this bottom keep here. And Logical Decision just trying to hold on as best as they can. If they can at least get to 16.
Big stay a while. Nano Boost comes out on Maya.
Here we go. There goes the knives. And Maya's going to get punted away. So nothing out of that one there as the Knight starts pulling out. Falstad's in trouble, though. Down he goes. Jaina needs to move here. She's in trouble herself.
Jaina throws out
They're going
the
to
slow plus the roots.
Ninja's Burrow not going anywhere. They're turning around on him now, and here comes Greymane in the back. Zagara is down. She had the most health there. Ziltoid's in trouble. The ult's going to save him. And thanks...
Scroll of Stone Curse
Just
does a ton of damage there. You can't have two people in the roots once he has that.
Down goes Johanna as well.
I think this might be game.
This could very well be it. They're back. They're opting to grab the camps. They are... Ninja, their tank is really low on health, has no mana. Health Fitness concerned with Deckard Cain. It's that mana, though. Ninja's not going to be able to peel anybody without any resources. And off he goes, back to Hearth. Falstad is up, or back home. Greymane going to take the bottom camp.
Gets a little reprieve, but they're going to have camps pushing bottom really hard.
So here goes the Giants.
I like grabbing the camps. That's an easy experience. You help yourselves get to 20 a little bit more. And it looks like they're doing the right thing. They're not capping that bottom camp. They're waiting until the shrines come up so that they get something done.
They're just taking a look. We've kind of focused on Logical Decisions builds all night, but looking on the side of Reborn. A new break with the Legion of Beetles and a bed of barbs and leeching scarabs, so that Beetle build making a comeback in the meta lately. And it's working here. He's getting a lot of just passive health throughout the fights. It's not much, but it's enough.
It also can work to block tower shots for his team.
Oh yeah, he becomes quite the siege tank there. Better than Hammer with those beetles.
And Greymane went Cursed Bullet, combined with the rest of his team, that really helps him out. His team really wants to just get somebody low and...
Yeah, they're pretty much looking to eliminate Johanna or Imperius from the fight quickly and just steamroll it from there.
Deckard went Respect the Elderly. The silence and blind will be devastating to a Logical Decision if he lands.
And Jaina's got Winter Mute. We've got Epic Mount from Falstad. Ghanaian Roulette. So lots of 8 damage. And Rewind from the Anubrak. No surprise on that one. Maul taking Anubrak out of the fight, but there's the stay while Imperius is silenced.
Imperius barely gets away, has to pop his ult.
Able to walk away. That buys him a little bit of health. We got 20 versus 17, and that Knight is going down the middle.
Interesting decision. They have 20 advantage. You figure that they just push in bot and win the game, but they're going with safety, I guess.
Yeah, maybe feeling a little safe. It is first match of the season. There's some nerves on both sides for sure. And of course, when you're being cast,
Maya getting some knife resets. Cage comes out. Maya down.
Cage is just gonna be a decoration here as they push in now. Now the 5-man advantage, 5v4, level 20. This should be it for them.
Yep.
The new break, they're jumping on Zagara, and she just gets blown up. And a grenade giving her back about a quarter of her health, but the web is going to remove the rest of that healing. Joe dropping like a rock, and here they go. Down goes Anna. Down goes the core. First game is going to go in favor of Reborn Knights Red. So we got the GGs coming out. So GG's Reborn Knight Red taking the first one. Here in the first match of the season for both teams.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it came down to burden of execution. Reborn Knights Red just had an easier comp to execute.
Definitely. So we got to look at the stats here at the end of the game. Anna with a whopping 60,000 healing. She was doing a lot to try to keep her team alive there. Not able to do it. Deckard's not far behind with the potions. He's not quite as bursty of a healer.
Zagara had almost 40,000 damage herself. Solo lane Zagara, she did the right build. She went serrated spines. If your team can keep things even throughout the game, then she basically becomes a Zul'jin of a different. Each basic attack, every single one that she does against an enemy hero will increase her attack damage by 0.3. So that can stack enormously.
Very much so. Look at the soak on Falstad here. 13,000 with 152,000 siege damage. I think some of that was complemented by the Dragon Knight, because Jaina has 130 herself. But very well done on the side of Reborn Knights Red, coming out strong in game number 1. Taking it here, we're going to take a quick break here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back for game number 2 shortly once we have everything sorted out. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have the teams filtering in for game number 2 here. It's going to be on Towers of Doom. Let's take a quick look at the results so far. We've got 1-0 in favor of Reborn Knights, taking a strong match from game number 1. Looking very strong on Dragonshire, which was the pick of Logical Decision. So Logical Decision opting to take first pick this second time around. We'll see how they've countered the pick here of Towers of Doom coming out the side of Reborn Knights Red. And we both know...
This is Abathur, man.
Oh yeah, we know we know Abathur is a favorite hero for, I believe, Logical Decision.
Well, they certainly are the Abathur-themed team.
Yes, I mean my team's got Garrosh as their logo, and we never ran Garrosh at NGS. It's tactical. See, it's logical. It's a decision they've made to throw people off.
The mind game.
So as we wait, we're waiting on one last player here. Things that stood out last match, just the Maiev Zagaro didn't quite work out for him.
He didn't have enough taking advantage of the cages. Maiev didn't get. If you go Maiev, you need to either immediately kill them or you need to get 1,000 resets and delete their team through that. And they were not able to do that. Reborn Knights were able to position themselves very well, so they were avoiding getting caught in the cage and caught by the cleaves.
Yeah.
Maya's build dictated that she had to be right up in Reborn Knights, and Reborn Knights with the root and the Jaina just said, all right, you come in on us, you'll get stunned and locked down and dead.
Definitely, and chat pointing out as well that the cocoons on Anna made a huge difference in those fights, and I have to agree with that. Anna being taken out of the fight meant they had no sleep dart, they had no grenade heals, they had no heal reduction to counter the Deckard healing, and
you need somebody fast to delete it. And Anna has that with her dot and her auto attacks. They come out really fast. Nobody else on her team attacks fast enough to destroy Cocoon.
So just once again, we've got one ready here. We've got another. So we're keeping an eye on Abathur. If Abathur gets taken out of the picture, this is another popular map for Vikings. Dahaka, Falstad, both pretty decent here as well. And of course, you want to keep that bottom, just like on Dragonshire, bottom lane is the lane to win. So I'm curious to see how these teams go about playing it. Of course, Towers of Doom, infamous as the map that isn't over until that final shot hits the core, no matter how far you're down.
Absolutely. I've been in plenty of games where one shot left on the core, come back and win.
And just
never give up, never surrender.
And we've got the readies here. As we jump into draft, let's update our teams. We had the Reborn Knights Black versus Team Training Wheels. Team Training Wheels taking that one 2-0, I believe I said. And then in the Regen Retro versus Queen's Consorts, that one also ending 0-2 in favor of Queen's Consorts. So here we go.
Bands I'm expecting Abathur, Zeratul, Diablo, Dahaka.
Definitely. I completely agree with those bands there. Kelthos, another good band for this map with the very tight choke points. Lots of bomb value. Gul'dan. So all the burst mages here thrive in these small points. Might even see, I don't know if any of them play, might even see a Chromie sneak in. That's who I like, but...
Reborn Knights did really well with that Jaina. Just stick with what... And the Dahaka band, and Dahaka Zeratul, same bands as the last game.
Yep.
A friend of mine, Knight, is in chat, and he told me once that if the enemy team has a Zeratul player, you just ban the Zeratul.
I can't agree more.
The respect ban for a Nubarak.
Oh yeah, definitely on this map. So many small points. Dude, Nubarak's got it's a play field for Nubarak and Diablo here. They just have so little room for the teams to go. Lots of walls for Diablo, lots of choke points for Nubarak. I'd like to see Diablo be banned onto the other side. Don't give one or the other team the advantage to have those tight corridors under their control. But we will see what will come of it here. And there's Malfurion again.
The same two bands. They say, we don't want to mess with that Zeratul, we don't want to mess with that Malfurion.
Alright, so who's going to be first pick coming out the we'll know with the sad Malfurion face.
It's got to be Diablo.
It is Diablo. Towers of Doom, Diablo's playground. I don't think there's many maps that aren't his playground these days. And there it is, Garrosh and Kael'thas. I like that pick right out the gate.
Garrosh is a good grab against Diablo. Diablo charges in, and Garrosh can just go unstoppable and toss Diablo.
We got Jaina and Anna. Now, Jaina, that nano, Jaina by far one of the best heroes you can nano in the game, hands down, especially if she grabs Icy Veins. She has
Absolutely.
Icy Veins with the level 7 cooldown reduction on her Frostbolt, gives her 1 second Frostbolts if she's hitting somebody.
She can pump out the damage really fast. I like the Kael'thas pick. Bombs in the bottom lane can easily be spread.
Bombs on
And
those shrine points.
Reborn Knight's saying, we don't want to mess with that Maiev. We don't want you to come in and grab our guys.
I think I kind of like that with the Garrosh, because you throw Maiev in, she just presses her button, hits everybody in front of her, and walks away. Takes the whole team with her.
I think the key thing here is that you don't want to go up against a Maiev with a Jaina.
Definitely that as well. So they ban out the Tyrande here. I really like that ban on the side with the Garrosh. Tyrande Garrosh pairs up just as well as Diablo Tyrande. So I'm curious what they're going to do here on the support side. I'd like to see maybe... I don't know. Let's see.
I mean, Kayn worked really well for them last game.
Yeah, Kayn was a solid pick last time. You've got Rhaegar here. You've got... This isn't really Alex Strauss's best map. Uther! So they're going to replace the Tyrande stuns with Uther.
And replacing Greymane with Vala. You don't see Vala very often, but she's good at taking camp.
Oh yeah, good at taking camps, and she's got the poke for this map. Greymane has it too, but she's got the more... She's got that nice little hungering arrow that can kind of poke around a lot more than Greymane's bullets will.
Well, the thing that Greymane has over Vala is he secures kills.
Oh yeah. So Hanzo and Leoric.
Leoric, I love he can just go top and mid and just never bot and force the other team to have a super strong offlaner that just messes with Leoric.
So who's going to be offlaning here on the side of Reborn Knights? It's going to be Malthael. I like it.
That is a straight-up counter pick on Leoric. Malthael is the king of the melee solo lane. He has super fast mount speed. He can rotate top and mid, and with die alone, you die alone.
Oh yeah. So here we go. What do you think of these drafts? Who do you think's got the advantage early game, and who do you think, if this drags on to 20, is going to finish it up?
I think it's Reborn Knights has a really good comp. I think Malthael beats Leoric. I think that bombs can easily be spread in the bottom lane. The only issue is Uther's healing output. Uther's really good at stopping dive, and there's not a lot of dive. There's not a lot of dive on logical decision other than Diablo.
Yeah, Reborn Knights is really going to be banking on Garrosh snagging those throws, but I expect stuns out of Vala. I expect Uther to... I wouldn't be surprised if Uther didn't take I can't think of the name of it now, the stun ult at 20. Or not 10.
I absolutely expect Uther to take the stun, because right now they have Garrosh, Uther, and Kael'thas with a basic stun, and then at 10 they have the silence with Garrosh taunt and the Uther stun, so they can just lock you down.
So, I got a question for you. It's a little memey, but I guess we should look at the starting teams here. We've got Ziltoid on the Hanzo, Snowglare on the Jaina, Ide on Diablo, Anna being played by Wono, and you list this on Leoric. I didn't get my fancy overlay set up again. I'm busy chatting. And on the side of Reborn
Knights, red, they have Reese on Kael'thas, Danebo on Malthael, Thamop on Vala, Ninja on Garrosh, and Stock on...
And Verdant, we got Q build coming out of Hanzo to start it out. Jaina going with the Fingers of Frost again. Feast on Fear out of Diablo. Grenades again from Anna, and Fealty unto Death from Leoric.
And right now, Vala is in the off lane, not Malthael. And Vala did not go to the level 1 Q. She opted for Caltron.
Interesting.
I think that might be an auto attack build. I don't remember how to build that.
I only know the Q build, and down goes Malthael getting picked off in the middle.
Oh, I was too busy looking at top lane. I completely missed that engage.
Valo getting a little risky. I think that Valo may be there purely for the range early game until Malthael has some extra damage and sustain on his side.
Vala's pushed in this lane, but Leoric doesn't care. He clears very fast. He wants the lanes to be pushed in, so he's safe under the tower.
Yep. Vala kind of poking the camp, but Leo knows she's there now. She poked her head out a little too far. That may just be trying to bait him away from the lane, though. We've got Garrosh Malthael hanging out in the middle. There's the throw, but nobody there to follow it up. Ziltoy's just going to leap away.
Also just jumps out.
See you later.
Yeah, again, I don't know why they have Malthael in the format. Like, he is the off-lane king.
Diablo getting good flip on to the Malthael. He's going to go down again if he's not careful. Jaina and Hanzo trying. Sneaking away, and a dot not going to be enough, and Dambao able to just get away barely, about 150.
Malthael had 60 HP at the end of that.
Jeez, and Kel'Thas is doing Kel'Thas things down here in the bottom lane.
Both camps just get cleared out, not a lot of progress. The only difference right now has been that one kill. Otherwise, they're even on experience.
Yeah, they're nice and even. I do agree with chat. Uther's going to struggle the longer the poke goes on. He is very mana intensive. So
They need to get picks.
Yeah. They've got to get the picks here. We got... And meanwhile, Hanzo doesn't have any stacks on his Q yet. I don't know. I wish it would check how many he's hit of people. I think I have to actually click on him to do that. That just becomes a mess. Frost Shards from Jaina. She's going with the poke build, the more common build here. She's got the piercing. We've got
Balance grabbing top. York's going to grab top. It's going to be up to this 4-man on bottom.
And Ninja's getting bursted. Diablo gets the flip, and they're following.
Kel'Thas going for the steal. Doesn't get it.
Rise tried to be a little sneaky there as all the focus went on Garrosh, and it just didn't work.
Leoric and Vala are rotating down.
And the best thing that Logical Decision has from here is that Garrosh can't really hide in bushes this game, not with that Hanzo around. And as a Garrosh, that's your favorite thing to do.
Diablo barely gets away. He's going to hit the well.
And yeah, he's going to be right back up with HP in no time.
Yeah, the poke is going out in the face.
Garrosh drops. And here comes Malthael's next on the list. Diablo just feasting away. Jaina's going to grab the bottom shrine here. This is going to be 2-1 in the favor of the first shrines, in the favor of Logical Decision.
Yeah, Logical Decision did a good job not spreading the bombs. I think that was part of the key to their victory there.
Keys to victory. Don't spread bombs. How to win the game? Kill more people.
The not spreading bombs can be harder than it sounds.
Oh, definitely, especially on this map.
Especially when you're Diablo and you have 10% HP and you want to retreat.
Level 1 on Ziltoid chat is the target practice. He's got 2 stacks of that now with the nice poke game he's had going on.
Oh, that Vala. I think she's dead.
Oh yeah, she's down. Down she goes. Malthael finally rotating up to the top lane. Garrosh is in the middle right now at half health.
Yeah, he has about a third of his HP.
And here he comes. Gonna pop the unstoppable, so it gets the throw, but the wall's down, so Diablo just charges him back through, and down goes Garrosh.
Yeah, you can't throw Diablo as long as he has his Q on cooldown, because you throw him, he just charges right back.
Especially when
he can charge through a wall to get away.
Yeah. And so game 1 here starting out very strong for Logical Decision after pretty even start to game number 1. This is game number 2. I believe I just said game 1 again.
Logical Decision has basically said, thanks for the Diablo pick, now let's slam and jam.
Yep, and they've got enough poke. Reborn Knights don't really have a way to get in there outside of Garrosh getting some picks. But
yeah, and he can't pick off Diablo. He has to grab somebody besides Diablo and besides Leoric. Leoric doesn't care if you throw him in either.
Yeah, no, he can't throw the tanks. He can't hide in bushes because Hanzo has a Sonic arrow out literally off cooldown. So Garrosh's job is very difficult this game.
They're trying to pick off Leoric right now.
Diablo
He
diving
just
in.
walks away.
And so Diablo and Leoric just going to dance around here, kind of do their best to stall for the poke, but Ulysses going down quick. The hand's not enough. Down goes Leoric. Diablo's next on the list as Malthael's following him.
Oh, all the souls are gone. Their entire team, though, is low. Reborn Knights is super low. If they can just get a kill.
They do get the shrine.
And here comes that trade value from Leoric.
Back up. This bottom shrine is still up down here. Both teams opting to fight over one of them.
Bottom shrine is still up. They need Leoric down with them. Reborn Knights is still super low.
Yeah,
And they're going for the cap.
as soon as one of the tanks went down, I would have liked to see somebody on Reborn Knights slip down and see if they couldn't steal that shrine. But they get it anyways. Not Reborn Knights. Logical decision.
Gary is dead. He's just dead.
Yeah. I'm sorry, yeah, I would have liked to see Reborn Knights, after they had the advantage, somebody go ahead and grab bottom shrine, because now they've lost it after winning the team fight. So they still...
won the team fight, but Logical Decision had that great death value from their trade, with Leoric coming back up immediately, and Diablo with no souls, but ran back in and got some stun.
We have ults on both sides here. We've got Dragon's Arrow, Water Elemental again, Lightning Breath, Nano Boost, and Entomb.
Love the combination of Entomb and Diablo. Just more walls for him to slam.
Definitely. We got Pyroblast from the Kael'thas as he dies.
Kael'thas way too far forward.
Last Rites, Reign of Vengeance, Warlord's Challenge, and Divine Shield. So Uther opting, saying he does need that shield right now. It's probably going to be what Garrosh needs to get those picks.
He keeps throwing Diablo. You can't throw Diablo.
No, you can't. So here we go. Logical Decision going to take their left sapper camp here. They took the right one earlier. They've got a little bit of damage on that bottom fort. Leo and Malthael just doing the rotation things. And we have a...
Now, Pyroblast is interesting because Jaina doesn't care about Pyroblast once you finish his request.
Oh no, that's purely for Ana.
You
Pyroblast
can
is...
get Ana to back out, but I would have gone for Phoenix to get the area denial here. That's what you really need.
I do too. I wonder if they just wanted the extra range or something. Phoenix would have helped, but they're not... I mean, Logical Decision, they don't have to engage. You just...
No, and Malthael has last rights. That's your kill.
Yeah. Now, you could combo the two ults, but that's two ults for one hero. And Logical Decision grabs another one. So it's 32-24 here early on, but as we've said, this map isn't over. This is a map that lasts till the very end.
This is true, but Logical Decision is very slowly pushing in bottom, and once they capture that bottom fort, then there's not much you can do to come back.
Yeah, and they're having some issues pushing it in with a Hanzo and a Jaina. Jaina could clear the way, but the siege damage isn't really up there. Especially when you got Kael'thas just clearing the lane back.
Yeah, the Kael'thas clear is keeping Reborn Knights in this game.
Yeah. Here we go. Level 13's up for Logical Decision. More Q build. Icy Veins. There it is. You've watched the Icy Veins and Nano Burst coming.
And devastating charge out from Diablo.
Smelling
A lot
salt.
of smell damage.
And Ominous Wrath. And down goes Hanzo. They finally get the combo to work. The stun from the Vala being followed up immediately. And that was a great engage there.
A great engage, but let's see if they can get anything else out of it.
Diablo gets thrown now. They're following him. Malthael is on him. There's the ult. No ult.
Diablo down. Only had 69 souls, but to be honest, he'd rather die and keep his souls.
Definitely.
Diablo's going to be back up in time for these towers.
We've got Pyromaniac from
So they picked a good time
Kael'thas.
to die.
Yeah, we've got Pyromaniac from Kael'thas. Blessed Champion from Uther. Divine Measures from Garrosh. Tempered by
Kael'thas-
Discipline.
He went Sunfire Enchantment at 7. That's not something... I don't usually see mana tap or Sunfire Enchantment from Kael'thas.
I don't either. He at least took the shield at 20. Or at
Yeah.
1. He and Jaina not quite done with her Globe Quest yet, despite having the bigger advantage in the lanes lately.
Oh no. Jaina only has 8,000 damage done. She's about halfway there.
And yeah, Frostbite's still under work here. Leo dying as well. But it looked like...
Leo doesn't mind dying too much. You gotta get that trade value.
Alright, so Reborn Knight's gonna opt to steal the camp here. Not very much that Logical Decision can do, although Leo's there. He was close enough. They probably could have taken something. And now, just like that, bottom lane is swinging in Reborn Knight's favor, but here comes the damage very quick out of the Hanzo and the Jaina. Lots of bursts. There's the Entomb. Lightning Breath.
Gigantic!
Pyroblast hits Hanzo.
Elbows down. Malthael's about to go down.
Here they go. The slows from Leo. And big value there from the Entomb and the Lightning Breath, and Reborn Knights just get blasted.
The Entomb plus the Lightning Breath plus all the other AoE.
Jaina just unloading.
Bottom is down.
Yeah, this should be bottom
They don't
four.
have any clear to get rid of the minions, and they have a ton of siege right now.
We got 3 shrines up in here as well. Here we go. Garrosh overstaying his welcome here. He needs to get out of there. They can't afford to lose him with these shrines coming up. 140 health. Anna's poison ticking away at that health. It dropped all the way to 30.
30?
It dropped,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it dipped to 30 there for a second.
And something I just realized.
Jaina's in
because of the
trouble.
changes to armor, Garrosh doesn't get any real benefit from Uther.
Uther. No, he doesn't. Jaina goes down. Diablo opting to dive in. He gets the isolated Vala there, but it's going to cost him his life as well, possibly. Garrosh with the
That
throw.
healing-
And that's it. That was a very bad engage there. They should have just left the Jaina to die and gone about their business.
Yeah, losing those souls is huge.
Leo is getting stalled out on top now. And just like that,
Vala is auto attack build.
yes.
He is at 84 stacks. It is a very binary build. It's pre-stack completion and post-stack completion.
Here we go. Reborn Knights getting the zone out on this on the opposing shrine here. Diablo getting the dive, isolating Garrosh. He's gonna blow up. Unvulnerable is gonna save him. Not enough. Oh, it is enough. Wow, he gets out of there. Gets out of there.
That,
Kael'thas is saved.
Everybody is so close to death!
Uther finally goes down. Garrosh should be next as soon as Diablo gets a flip. No, he gets thrown away. Oh my gosh. Only
Getting a lot
one
of
dying.
Death trait value here.
Only one person dying there. It should have been 2 or 3 on for the logical decision, but it doesn't.
Well, ironically, killing Uther first helped Reborn Knights.
Yeah. Uther dying first allowed Kael'thas to heal up, Garrosh to heal up, and both teams going to take their siege camps here at the same time. Maltho isolated. Teleporting back away, it's not enough. Vala finishes her quest. And here we go.
Really gets a call by Diablo. He only had 15 souls, and he went in by himself.
Yeah. Very gutsy, but it paid off. He's very low on health now, though. Kael'thas spreading those bombs. We got 16s on both sides.
Yeah, Kael'thas with Ignite, so there's going to be a lot more bombs incoming. Bottom lane is about... It's
Yeah,
gone.
there it goes. Diablo quest chat is at 4 stacks. And 39 souls currently. Hanzo Quick Q quest is done.
And
Mana
Diablo
Addict.
went overpower reset on Shadow Charge, so he's going to get a lot of value out of it.
Definitely, he's going to have lots of fun here. Kael'thas sitting at 25 stacks of Mana Addict. Uther's Q was done a while back. Vala's Caltrops was done pretty early on.
And she just finished her
And she just finished
attack quest.
Creed as well. Here we go, bottom shrine coming up. It's a 5-point shrine for logical decision, and they're doing a really nice job here of keeping Reborn Knights away. They've got that bottom fort, and Leo's just going to take it for free.
Well, Reborn Knights has done a really good job of staying in this game. Don't forget, it was 32 to 24 just a second ago, and it's, well, it was 20 to 16 to 11.
So 11 shots to go. That's 2 shrines and a sapper or 2, or some sappers and a shrine. However they want to go about it. Boss will definitely help.
Now, if only Logical Decision had an Abathur, then they could just mule the bottom lane and never give it up.
It's a very nice zoning coming out here. They're doing a real good job of keeping Reborn busy in this bottom lane while Leo rotates up to deal with Maltheo. Maltheo finally hearthing. He's going to come down and help.
Oh, that might be a dead Diablo. Oh,
No, he gets out. The heal's coming from Anna. She's staying up. Pyro's going to do it.
Val super low. Gary dead.
Dead Garrosh there all the way.
So they did a tank trade there.
And now at this point, Logical Decision is just going to keep poking away. They can do that.
Yep.
Just here, have some more arrows. Vala's going to shoot some bolts in. It's not going to do very much.
Yeah, they have to kill both Hanzo and Jaina because without any minions, they can't walk up to that fort. And Jaina and Hanzo just clear for free.
We've got bottom shrine here. Another 5.1 coming up for Logical Decision. Should they get it? They've got sappers going.
Huge stun.
Big stun though. They don't. Anna's about dead. Wono goes down. Snowglare is next, and just like that, the aggressive engage is going to cost them some heroes and most likely the shrine. But I don't think Regen has enough time to stall and get their fort back before they take this. I think they just need to take it.
No, I disagree. I would absolutely push in this fort and get it back. That's only 3 shots in. You have a good minute before it's a 5-on-5. I would have gone back, pushed in the lane a little bit, had Vala see how fast it's going down.
Yeah. But they went with the first decision. What if they were concerned about Hanzo just stalling them out with his extra Q range and stuff now?
Well, see, okay. Here's the biggest reason why. See how it's 17-11?
Yeah.
If they had gotten that extra thing down, it's 16. It goes down in 4 tower shots. Now you have to have 5, or you have to get another.
Oh yeah. Well, they're about to take this one back, so they're about to trade fort for fort here, which is good. They need that now. They need to win a shrine with it. 17-11. Leo getting flipped, stunned, combo stun.
Leo,
he's gonna go down.
That's a big entomb though. A gigantic entomb.
Level 20s are up. Diablo using the teleporting APOC gets in there. Lightning Breath takes out Garrosh as well. He goes down. Now fell down. Diablo is down.
They managed to do that before the tower came online.
Very nicely done. And Uther is probably not going to get away from this.
No, but Uther has redemption, so he's still alive.
We have redemption. We've got Flamethrower, Final Curtain, Death Wish, Play of the Game, Wintermute, Hellgate, Dynamic Optics, and Buried Alive. Dynamic Optics is fun. That's just so much poke and attack speed for Anna, and her poison damage just comes so close all game to getting those kills, and I think it'll make a difference here in the end.
Logical Decision really needs to get this fort back before the shrines come up.
It also allows Anna to help poke from such a long distance, an extra 4 range. Wono coming in here, getting the sleep dart onto Uther. Vala's stuck in the wall. She's dead. Uther is next.
Oh, yeah, I don't like the call of having just 2v5 in this situation.
And that's going to be...
You're going to survive from 2 towers.
Let's see, do Logical Decision. They just go ahead and take the tower. 7. They've got 4 here. All they need is a boss.
Yeah, I think the right call here is take the tower, go for boss. What is Reborn Knights going to do? They have to engage 3v5 on boss.
Yeah. And here we go. We have no wall up, though. We have Lightning Breath. We have Pyro, and we have Volasun. Leo goes down first, though. Play of the game used to escape, but it's not enough.
If they can get this Kael'thas down...
Kael'thas goes down. The boss is still dishing out damage, too. The boss here hits for a lot. The poke works. Boss resets his health, but the fight's not over.
It's not. That trait value from Leoric. Okay, Malthael went with Final Curtain, which is a common pick, but no one can stop death. It's just so valuable.
Definitely here. Garrosh dies as well. At this point, this should be boss. If not, there's a worse situation coming up for Reborn Knights, as it's a 2-shrine objective coming up with the boss up. Thankfully, the boss is in the same area as the objective, so that works at least a little bit in Reborn's favor.
I think Logical Decision might be just waiting on the objective to come up. They're afraid of throwing.
I think you take this bottom left siege camp, and then you just wait for the objective. There it is.
Yep.
Let Jaina clear the camp. You invade the other one. Now they've got to deal with 6 sappers. Now the good news is for Reborn is they have their keep back up, but they could burn it down before both of those shrines up top are taken if they chose to do so.
The problem here is that they have exactly 3 shots left on the core, so they can't just let these sappers go in.
Exactly. And
all they need is some zoning by Leoric. If he drops an Entomb and silences the other team,
sappers are only going to be able to take out the keep. But Ziltoid doing his best to take that final shrine. Reborn Knights get there. Diablo looses with the lightning.
there's a silence.
Kel'Thas is down. Entomb is down. Down goes Malthael. Vala is next. And here we go. This is it. Garrosh is sneaking around. He's going to do what he can to stall. As Wono tries to take this, fire the sleep dart and just take it. One sleep dart. There it is.
You versus the world.
And this is it. Garrosh gets straight. He throws Diablo away. Pops the unstoppable. Uther is back. Here we go. The stall is coming out. It's not going to be enough, though. There's just too much poke. Garrosh can't do much against this. Wono's going to cap it, and that's going to be game number 2 going in favor of Logical Decision. And one sapper got there at the bottom.
How it started.
Yeah, the game, good comeback there by Reborn Knights, just not quite enough. And that does it. We're going to have a game 3, ladies and gentlemen, second game 3 of the night. They know what the fans want.
A lot of trade value from the Orc and Diablo.
27-16 are the kills. Hanzo just dishing out 82,000 damage. Jaina right behind him at 64. Diablo even sitting at 51.
And you can't discount the Leoric too. He only had 17,000 damage from hero damage, but he had 120,000 siege damage, and those Entombs with the silence at the end of the game were critical to the success of Logical.
Definitely. Very good numbers all around. Great smoke from Malthael and Leo. Eventually Malthael make it into the solo lane. So we have game number 3 coming up. We're going to go visit the team, see what they want to do, and we will be back shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have an exciting match going on tonight. We are going to have a game number 3. It is going to be on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Monkus, I can't wait. This should be a good one.
It all comes down to this. This one's for all the marbles, all the bananas. Everything comes down to this game.
I think you need a few more euphemisms in there. Don't let me down. No?
Well, you can finish buttering the biscuit and get it all done.
There we go. Alright, so first pick is going to be for Reborn Knights. We got the team setting up here. Getting organized, getting everything going. We've got all of Logical Decision here. We've got Reborn Knights filtering in. Leo has 100% win rate in NGS right now, apparently, according to chat.
Knight's also referring to the scrim we had with Logical Decision, where New York was in every game, and he won every game.
Taking a look again, let's just review the maps real quick. It is tied 1-1. Reborn Knights taking map number 1, which was Logical Decision's pick of Dragonshire, with a strong showing and strong knowledge of the map, taking that one pretty handily. And as such, they decided they got map pick for number 2 after Logical Decision opted for the first pick. They chose Towers of Doom, and Logical Decision returned the favor. Very strong showing. It got a little close there at the end, but it was mostly in Logical Decision's favor throughout the whole match.
Yeah, so far the strategy is get first pick, get Diablo, also get Diablo.
So we'll see what happens here. We've got the teams in here. Let's give a little preview for those catching up. It has been 2 games. Very exciting, very entertaining. We're going to game number 3 here.
Reborn Knights has had a very specific strategy of banning Zeratul and banning Malfurion. I don't expect that to change.
I don't either. And we've been seeing, of course, the Malfurion, of course, a respect ban towards Wono. We've seen his disappointment emoted into chat all night. I think we've got both teams here. I wonder if they're ready to go. It is a late night here at NGS. We're going to get going and rolling here.
And I absolutely think we're going to see a Diablo ban from Logical Decision.
The teams are ready. Let's kick this thing off. I think Diablo doesn't make it through this one.
Don't need to ban the Haka on this map, fortunately.
Yeah, thankfully. Here we go. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Reborn Knights with the first pick, first ban. This is Logical Decision's map pick. And here we go.
The key to victory here is wave clear, wave clear, wave clear.
I'm curious if somebody busts out Asmodan for this map. This is probably Asmodan's best map.
I think Dragonshire and this are both Asmodan's best maps. Any map where you have a 2-lane bottom rotation.
Oh, yeah.
And this is, well, 2-lane top rotation, but still, it works out.
Garrosh banned immediately. Not going with the Malfurion or Zeratul. And there's the Diablo ban. So both teams were banning their own tanks from last match.
Interesting. We haven't seen Logical Decision use Garrosh, so
What if there's something Reborn knows that we don't know?
clearly they are 2 steps ahead of us.
What do
Let's
we
see
know?
if Zeratul or Malfurion gets through.
We're just here to tell bad knowledge and pretend we know what we're doing. What do we know? Malfurion again.
Okay. The respect on Malfurion, but I
It's,
think this is one of Zeratul's best maps.
oh, yeah.
I really want to see Zeratul now. You've banned it every game, Reborn Knights. Logical Decision, you gotta bring it out now.
So who's Logical going to ban on the other side? I expect something with some strong... Kael'thas. Strong wave clear. Kael'thas or Jaina. Stitches!
Sure, why not?
I've seen some interesting comps run on this where they use Stitches Nazebo and in Uther for their support. They just lock some people down while Nazebo clears the wave. Nazebo throws his wall down, they lock people out, and then they just clear the wave and keep going.
Jaina did a lot of work for them. Anubarak, which is a very solid pick. I just really wanted to see that Zeratul.
Agreed. He could still pop up.
Zeratul can pop up. Maiev can still come back in here. Maiev, Jaina, very devastating, especially with a 4-lane rotation.
We got Vala again.
Interesting that they went with Vala again. I think that they had better luck with Greymane, and Greymane has slightly better wave clear. Uh, uh, they banned Maya. Oh yeah, I absolutely think they're going to ban Maya because you never want to deal with Maya Jane. Well, Maya's open, Zeratil's open. I think Maya and Zeratil are the same player, so they're just giving them. So the decision to not ban either of them means that you can go with either of them.
This galaxy shall suffer.
That I do too. Well, especially with the new Leo meta, 100% win rate. No, I think Vala was their Greymane. So you definitely don't go Greymane with Vala. I think they need a mage, maybe a Gul'dan. So they had Vala in the offlane to start out with. I don't like that though. I think Lunara should go offlane against Leoric. She bodies Leoric in the off. She just jukes that hand and she can bounce away from anything he tries to do. So no Maiev and no Zeratul. Well, they're going for what works. Hanzo Jaina worked out really well for them. Hanzo Jaina Ligor. Now now the thing is, Anubarak has a surprisingly high amount of wave clear, but so does Johanna. She can easily pull people in to get hit by the Gul'dan, Qs, and Es. There's just so much wave clear on both sides. They did a great job drafting. They know the win condition of this map. And actually, I would maybe like to see Hanzo get banned because he was super effective on logical decision the last game, and he has so much wave clear. He can jump over everything here. He's very effective on this map. We have Reborn Knights Red with Rise on Gul'dan, Dane Bow on Lunara, Stamop on Vala, Ninja on Johanna, and Stock on Deckard.
Battle begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Chat wants Vala to go Q build, but she says no, I like auto attack.
And apparently my mic has been muted the entire time. What's up, chat? I am a procaster.
Vala just hanging out in the bottom lane.
Thanks for carrying the draft there, Monkus.
I wonder how much sense it makes it only hearing half of the conversation.
They hear all the good stuff, don't worry.
All the important stuff.
Yeah. Here we go. Luna's in the 5-man or 4-man. They've got Vala against Leo again to start it out.
I think I know what's happening here. They're getting Vala to get to all of her stacks of Caltrops by getting easy stacks in the off lane, and then they're swapping with Luna.
Okay, that makes sense. I like it. Gul'dan's starting out strong with 3 stacks on his. Jaina's already got 2 on Fingers of Frost. So interesting. The Caltrops build, it didn't quite work out last time, so I'm curious what they're going to do.
Oh, I'm not a fan of auto attack Vala. It's just so hard. Hard to make it work. It's very strong, but it's so hard to get it to work.
Yeah, I wonder why not on this map, especially multi-shot. Or even Q build. Q build can clear a wave pretty quick.
Q build is generally the standard. It gets you the camps, and there aren't that many camps here, but it's consistent. It's safe and it's consistent. And a Deckard again with the Sapphire level 1. Hippity Hop for the extra speed on Lunara. Gul'dan already at 12 stacks on his.
Ziltoid a little low on health here as he roams around trying to get some pokes with his Q. Vala at 86 already. And needs 160 seconds.
Yeah, she's going to complete that quest.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing.
99, 100, there she goes. So both teams right now just getting their waves, getting their gems, stacking their quests. Gul'dan sitting at 13. Level 4 is online. There's the Creed of the Hunter. 100 basic attacks. She's going to have some fun farming against Leo.
She is, this has to be why they have Val in the offlane, is just to complete these 2 quests.
Definitely.
And again, it makes it very binary because before she completes Creed of the Hunter, she doesn't have much of a level 4 talent. Then afterwards, she's basically doing plus 20%.
The rotation stalling out the Vala quest. At 137, she's going to shoot some things here and finish that up. Keep poking at the Leo there. I'd like to see her rotate in the 4-man to get the rest of her stacks for Creed of the Hunter. There's just more options to hit.
But she's safer hitting Leoric in the bottom lane, and that's what she really needs to do. She needs that Creed of the Hunter safe.
True.
And Reborn Knights having a little bit better rotation, I think. Gul'dan deciding to go very safe route around to make sure he doesn't get picked off. That is a fairly low Anubarak. He's going to walk away with about a third of his. I think that's a deadly orc.
That is a deadly orc.
And all of his gems are gone. That's the biggest loss there. And that big wave.
Go back, rotating down, try to soak, he gets taken out too.
Nubrak trying to come in to get that soak immediately gets killed by Valor. Now, a logical decision just has to be patient. Jaina does not have much done on her quest so far. Only 628 damage done for Frostbite.
Yeah, Reborn Knights definitely with the stronger start here. At 33 of 50 gems.
Yeah, Reborn Knights has turn in. Vala, if she gets this, that'll be first turn in for them.
So here we go, first push coming. I'd like to see him push top.
Top or bottom lane?
Yeah, you got Giants in bottom as well. And they're opting for bottom lane here. But they're already all down here.
Yeah, bottom lane is not the common pick, but...
And down goes a Nubarak. Vala getting value this game.
Yep, Anubarak needs to be saving his E to get out and not to initiate.
They're going to definitely at least get these towers. They might be able to poke this fort down. All of Logical Decision is low, and Anubarak is dead.
Yeah, that splintered spear from Lunara just putting out a time. How did Vala die?
Tower shot or a minion, something.
I was looking at the retreat from Logical Decision, and then suddenly Vala just died.
I was looking right at it, and I didn't see what killed her. Splintered Seer and Blossom Swell. So Lunara not opting for the push build on this map. Going with the Q and the spread damage, which I like against the Tyrande. Tyrande can't keep up with all that damage unless she's able to hit people.
Well, the Splintered Spear is a common pick, but yeah, you usually go with the extra damage to PvE, especially here.
Yeah, especially here. That's my common pick here. Or if you end up solo laning with her, which she might end up having to do later in the game.
I guess they're just going. Just Lunar is just not going to be in the solo lane at all because she kind of needs that extra PVE damage to do the solo lane.
We've got Subdue on Johanna.
That's it. It is a pretty common pick. Conviction is not something I see super often. Or Hold Your Ground.
We've got level 10s online already for Reborn Knights. Go ahead and take us through that, Munkus. Because we got another fort being
Level 10s,
pushed.
we have Horrify with Gul'dan, Leaping Strike, Rain of Vengeance, Blessed Shield, and Stay a While. Very standard pick.
And on the side of Logical Decision, as they come up, Starfall, Dragon's Arrow, Entomb, Cocoon, and Water Elemental again from the Jaina.
Entomb ended up saving their Anubarak from going into the towers from that Horrify.
Very nicely used.
I don't know if that was what he intended to do, but it worked out.
And so now Logical Decision getting their own turn, and Vala's Cocoon, she gets blown up.
Oh, wow.
Even with the Stay a While, the Starfall and the Jaina Burst just making it happen
that
here.
Cocoon let them set up everything. They immediately blew her up once the Cocoon wore off.
Very nicely done, and they're going to back off to tap Wells and pick a lane to push, and they're opting for top. Leo's in the bottom. He's going to help that thing get up and do some kind of damage.
The way to use Cocoon properly is just like that. You get your target, you have all your blow up ready for when they come.
Definitely. Deckard tried with the Stay While. It just wasn't quite enough.
Well, he got the Stay a While to come out after the Cocoon went down. He needed it to come out before it was destroyed.
See how easy Vala is to kill? The Nexus did it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Chat with the 2-minute delay chat here. Commentary. So they rotate down, not that first one going down. They only got a tower in the top lane. They get both towers in the bottom, though. That Spider's going to maybe help with that well, and that's about it.
Yep, the Spider got out its wave of destruction. Got a little bit of the wave, and almost got that well. So both sides focusing a little bit on the bottom lane. Top lane is often the win condition lane because you get boss there after all the forts are down. But bottom lane is very strongly pushed in because of the siege shines.
So Reborn Knights still has the advantage here with the lanes at the moment. Both teams
The
very
advantage in the lanes and turn-in. They have another turn-in right now. If
They sure
want.
do. Anubarak trying to dump his gems off. There's 43 on the side of Logical. If they can get one to kill her, who is it that they need to poke? It looks like Joe. Joe is the target to kill, and Vala
That
looks
works
like
too.
Hanzo is down though.
Yeah, Cocoon comes out, but there's not going to be any follow-up.
The team not quite rotating fast enough. Ulysses dumping his 25 gems as fast as he can. And Vala says, or not Vala, Lunara is saying nope as he pokes him away. 13 gems, 15 gems being dumped on. Vala dumping hers. Here we go. Red Weaver's coming again.
Yeah, that's a very bad time for Hanzo to go down. That Horrify was perfectly done.
Hanzo is back up. Here he comes.
He's got Dragon's Arrow up. He can just let it rip right now.
Here we go.
Reborn Knights is kind of bunched up.
Gul'dan's sitting at 36. One team fight should net him the rest of his quest there, and then the damage really becomes pretty scary on the side of Reborn Knights, especially for a Tyrande trying to heal through it.
Gul'dan is a little bit ham with hunger for power.
Definitely.
There's the stun.
There's
a follow-up.
The wall, the Say a While, gonna buy his team some time.
Is stuck.
Cocoon down though. She's likely gonna walk away. Vala pays for it instead. Big Horrify on the Jaina. That should be a dead Jaina. And it's not. Nope, there she goes.
Down.
But Starfall, the cooldown reduction on the heal that Starfall grants is just doing a number. Anubarak saying, "Where are you going, old man? You came to the wrong neighborhood."
Yeah, you can't squash that spider.
And very nice job. They did lose middle fort, And they've got towers down in the bottom lane, but they got the kills.
They got the kills. They should be able to get a turn in off this if Lior can get back in time. He has basically all their gems.
Yeah. Leo just needs to go turn in.
I would have said Hanzo to clear bot and Leo just to turn in as soon as things came up, because now all of Reborn Knights are back up.
So logical decision opting to take their camp first. They're probably just going to group up, top each other off. But Starfall, Wono getting some value out of that Starfall in that team fight, keeping Jane up long is just enough to secure some kills, and then she just dies as she walks away from Lunara's poison there.
It's very interesting. If you look at the damage, there's not a lot coming out from Logical Decision, but they have one more. They make the damage impactful when it comes out.
Definitely. And that's what they've got on their side. They've got a Jaina. She does a ton of damage really fast, but as far as stacking it up over the game, not really her thing. But
Yeah, the burst can make it work, especially with people who are so squishy, like Gul'dan, Lunara, and Vala.
definitely. And here we come. We got Blue Web Weavers coming back the other way, so very back and forth. But right now, everything's still in the favor of Reborn Knights. Logical Decision have got to get a fort. Or
Logical
two.
Decision just hit 16, so if they can push this advantage, this can be pretty big for them.
We've got Harsh Moonlight and Empower from Tyrande in the post-10 options here.
Now, this is the right call, I think. Push in hard top lane. This is now your win condition for Logical Knight.
Definitely. Vala dancing down here with two of them. Big Hanzo arrow. Big
stun,
burrow.
Big stun.
Luna goes down. The Cocoon is on deck as soon as he starts. There goes the wall.
That was a Wabo combo. You had stun, followed by stun, followed by stun.
And then a big entomb with the Cocoon following it up. Get this fort. Get this kill. Push down as much of this as you can, then turn and grab that boss. They don't have enough gems for another turn back-to-back, do they? No, they don't.
No, but they can get this keep.
Yeah, they can. They can definitely get the keep, and they need to. They've still got one pushing down the middle. It's about to die, but the well's going to go down. That well in the bottom lane.
Right call is by taking out the spiders there and just giving up top keep.
They're going to get 2 forts out of this, which is what they needed. They needed to get some extra lane pressure back in their favor. And a keep. Nicely done by Logical Decision, turning this game right around on its heels here.
And they're 8 gems away from a turn-in.
And they're
Going
going
boss.
straight for it. Joe is still down.
Really gutsy call.
Really gutsy. Joe is just now up. Horrify is not online either.
Horrify will be up in 10 seconds, though. Reborn Knights, they know what's going on, but they're not going to get there until...
No, they're not. Hanzo and Jaina and Tyrande just tearing that thing down. And Uberak getting low. He's not going to die for it. There's a stun from Hanzo.
Oh,
Wall.
Man. Stun,
Burrow.
Stun. Boss stun.
Oh my goodness.
The wombo. The combo.
Joe is still going, but we got Vala just tearing through Hanzo and Jaina here at the back of the team fight. But Stamas going to pay for
Hanzo
it.
Jumps away like Tigger, and Jaina just blows her up.
And if you're Logical Decision, you're pushing in for the win here.
Oh, I absolutely game. Lunara doesn't have PvE damage. All of your PvE damage is dead.
Yep. See? Told you. Needed that pick. Here we go.
It can't be said enough how well Logical Decision has executed their combo so far.
Jaina's down, though.
Jaina's down.
Wono's about to go down. Luna's down. Tyrande is down.
Yeah, but the boss
Still going.
is going on that core.
Gul'dan is here, though. They're gonna be able to get the boss off, and they're gonna survive a little bit longer.
I don't think they're going to survive much longer because all that Logical Decision has to do is
Just turn in. Yep. Here we go. So very nice. Once those 10s hit, Logical Decision
I
turning
don't know
this.
what they're doing. They need to turn in.
What? They're worried about the lane pressure. Turn in ends
They
this.
shouldn't be, though. If they had turned in right then, the spider goes all the way to the core.
Definitely.
I guess they're waiting for Jaina and Tyrande to come back online.
Possibly. Maybe just to get as much force that whole fight up top. They've been winning the fights. They're about to hit 20. Looks like they just want to sync everything up here and do it all at once.
True. You can't... I cannot stress enough how well they've executed the Wombo with the Anubarak and the Tyrande. It goes Cocoon, they get out of the Cocoon, they immediately get hit by the E, followed up by the Tyrande stun, and then they just get blown up.
Yeah. This match was very heavily in Reborn's favor until level 10 came online, and then it just flipped a totally different direction there. Leo going to kill the Wisp, going to turn in his 32, and we have our third set of Knights coming. Vala grabbing the Giants in bottom. That's at least going to stall bottom lane out.
It is going to push bottom lane out, but all with a 20 to 19 advantage and spiders, all the logical decision has to do is push in top. But they're going with instead of going for the win right here, they're going for more pressure. Let's see if it pays off.
Rip Vala empty mana bar because of Caltrops.
Oh wow.
GG chat, well done. Can't do damage if you're dead. Chat's
You
on
use
fire.
zero DPS when you're dead. That's exactly right.
Chat's
Now, 2019 advantage. A logical decision needs to just go right in, go ham.
Go. There's the Johanna lockdown. Joe's not gonna get out of this. I guess
Joe dies.
Leo dies. Luna's next.
Leo,
Big stay a while though. But Leo's just gonna hang out. Jaina's in trouble. Ice blocking.
Vegeta says hi, ice block.
Vala's not done, gets the kill. So going down this middle lane is not working out for logical decision. But here comes the spider to the core in the back. Goldan immediately turning around. He's going to start dumping everything he has. And that's a dead Spider Queen. And that was kind of a wasted objective there.
They did a little bit more core damage and they got rid of middle keep, but yeah,
They could have
they
had
could
game.
have ended it.
Definitely.
I say what you should have done is push in top lane and then let middle lane get destroyed by the spider and maybe win.
And now they're losing their bottom keep.
Now losing bottom keep, now Reborn Knights has 20.
We've got 40 seconds on the boss. This is going to be an interesting finish to this one.
Oh man, yeah.
And chat pointing out if they don't, at their point in the conversation or point in the match that chat is watching, if they don't win with the turn in, they will likely not get another turn in. And yeah, I can't agree more. Here's
the thing. Yeah, they have more gems right now than Reborn Knights because of all those kills. It's going to come down to this boss.
definitely.
There's going to be a team fight because level 20s are out. And did Johanna take Indestructible? She did. And with I think that the power spike is bigger for Reborn Knights at level 20. So
We've got the Horrify armor reduction. That's just tearing Leo and Uberak apart. We've got Galloping Gate from Luna, so she can rotate. She's Galloping Gate, so she can rotate and move about the lanes faster, but she doesn't have the PvE damage to push it back.
well, right now, I think the big problem is going to be Respect the Elderly and Raincore.
Definitely.
From Vala. They're going to be able to focus down one person on the enemy team, and anybody who gets caught in stay a while is just going to be locked down for.
But we've got Buried Alive on Leo, and Rewind on Anubarak, and Wintermute on Jaina, so there's just bursts and silences all around here. Whatever.
Forget Shooting Star. That's so even more stunts.
Yeah, whatever team lands their combo first wins the team fight.
True. Logical Decision can win this through attrition, but Reborn Knights is so much wave clear that that's unlikely to happen.
Ulysses trying to get a turn in, and Ninja says no.
Trying to turn in all of 2 gems.
Rotating down again. Yeah, even though they have the two full catapult lanes here, the lanes aren't going anywhere. Top lane kind of getting in a little bit, but Reborn doing a good job of just keeping those waves worn out.
I'm looking at chat right now, seeing them say that should be game, not knowing what's about to happen. Boss is up. They're going for the middle camp. I think that's the right play for Logical Decision because they can see Vala on the map. They're not doing boss without Vala.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the middle camp might be enough of a distraction to buy them some time to set up at least a boss gank. I don't think you initiate it, but maybe you can bait it. You've got the lockdown and the burst that's been working so perfectly all game.
See, they know where Vala is. I don't know why she was way too far forward. If she gets picked off here, that's
Oh,
it.
that's Cocoon. Here comes Luna. Here comes Joe. They're trying to get there as fast as they can.
Can they save her? Oh, the stun is a little bit premature.
But Joe's the one in
Stun
trouble.
comes out, rewind. He's out of the stay a while.
Jaina's down. Vala's down. Hanzo's down. And I mean, that whole team fight, Gul'dan's just sitting down here by the dead fort pumping out damage. But now he's in trouble. That could be
Oh, Gul'dan, he's dead, and
that is a dead
yeah,
Gul'dan.
just pushing with Gul'dan down. That will be all of the.
He's walking away. Deckard is shoving potions down his throat.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, this game 3.
And oh my god, bottom keep is down.
Uh-oh. You've got Tyrande.
Oh my god.
Tyrande and
They
Uberak.
have no damage, and they're going on boss. If they get this, they win. If they don't, they lose. Does Reborn Knight sniff it out? They don't.
The only thing they got going for him is Tyrande's trait. And I don't think it's enough.
They have to know that they're on boss.
And they've got cores on the catapult. This is going to be close. Here comes Gul'dan. Horrify is still down, though. They've decided to back. Good call.
Yeah, they're backing.
But now... Let's see here. This is where if Luna... Oh, they only sent Leo back. Okay. So they're still staying scouting it out. I'll say that's where if Lunara had the PvE damage, you could snipe that boss and turn this game right back around.
See, they had to go back because of the core damage from those catapults.
Yep, and suddenly it's 83-30.
I think you might have just let Hanzo clear it out and then play the game in there.
Into the boss, yeah. They're still dancing around up there. They're still baiting it.
Yeah. Hanzo is being set up for play of the game. He is waiting for that extra damage from his...
But, I mean, it's hard to bait out a Lunara who can just sniff you out with her wisp every time. There's the play of the game. Here he comes. Hits the Vala!
Vala! Stun!
Cocoon on Deckard. Vala's got no healing behind her, but the...
500! She's down! So is Hanzo!
Here we go. Big stay a while. Silence on Uberak.
Silence!
Nobody in the Entomb, though, and it ends up actually hurting Logical Decision more, but they're still going. They still got this fight. There goes Kane.
Down. Indestructible comes out.
Joe, this is a dead Joe. Gul'dan and Luna doing all the poke damage that they can. It's not enough, and Logical Decision is turning towards the boss.
I don't know about this. I don't know about this.
You don't have Horrify, but Gul'dan could just sit on the other side of the wall and poke your whole team down. Nope, that's a bait. They're gonna pick him off.
Oh wow! Can they get this? Oh, that's a slow Lunara.
Gul'dan's 20 chat was
dead
Hunt.
Luna.
That is a dead Luna. This is gonna be a dead Gul'dan. Unless they just don't have the mana. That's it. Here we go. No mana, no health, but they're going for the core.
10 seconds before Vala gets up. I don't think it's enough time.
Let's see if Vala comes up and starts tripping. Leo doesn't have the health to... Oh, there he goes. I was saying, Leo doesn't quite have the health, but now they've got enough health. Tyrande's topped him off. Vala is here, going immediately for the Tyrande.
Just put all the damage on the core.
There's the Cocoon. This is GG.
Yeah,
Here comes
okay.
Hanzo. Look, Hanzo's here. GG. Oh my goodness.
My God.
That is it.
That was a ridiculous game.
My goodness.
Oh, I can't see the game time. That feels like it was a 30-minute game.
It is 25-21.
Oh, wow.
My goodness. What a match. Take us over the stats here, Munkus. I am going to see if I can get somebody from Logical Decision into the chat, into the voice chat with us.
Oh, okay. Interesting. 41,000 damage, 45,000 damage, 45,000 damage on Logical Decision. Very close even on the damage done. And compare that to 79,000 damage and 66,000 damage. They didn't do nearly as much damage as Reborn Knights, but they made it work. They got the wombos off, the E into the Tyrande, the Nubraki into the Tyrande stun. Just anytime they got a Cocoon, they got a pick.
Jaina with 12 kills there.
Yeah. Like, that combo is harder than it looks to pull off. They had really good timing, really good communication. I'm interested to hear if that was just instinct and reflexes, or if they were calling that out over.
Maybe.
I'm looking at chat now. They're freaking out because they're not ending.
All right, I've got confirmation Mono is going to join us, so we're going to go jump into a chat with him here shortly as we transition this over here. What a night for opening night for NGS. Very fun night all around in all the games from what I've seen and what I've heard. So very well done for everybody. Very good games. Let's see if we can go get Wono into a chat here. We've got to talk about those decisions in Game 3.
I have to know what was going through their head.
All right, he's waiting in Lobby 1. Let's go join him and say hello. Wono, welcome, buddy.
Hey, Mystic, how's it going?
Going
Oh no,
low.
are you feeling whoa yes right now?
We're feeling pretty whoa yes right now.
So, first things first.
Yep.
Why down the middle with that last turn in?
We knew that they had really good anti-siege, so they could probably clear up most of the top web weaver if we just pushed in top and left mid. So we figured we would push mid, try and get the keep down with that, and then kind of let top push up on its own, and then kind of give them like, well, you have to make a choice. Either you're gonna let the web weaver push into the top, or you have to deal with us in the mid.
All right, makes
Well,
sense.
All victory came through top lane in the end, though.
Oh, definitely. We knew top lane in that map is always going to be the high priority lane, but since we'd already got the keep, we figured that we would push mid and then give them the kind of two-pronged.
Yeah, it's interesting because Reborn Knights, they focused on pushing bottom lane and they ended up winning it. Y'all focused on top lane, you won top lane, and one was more impactful than the other.
Yeah, their decision to 5-man bot at the very beginning of the game with their first turn-in was kind of strange. Like, that's not a strategy you see very often, and obviously no offense to them, but it didn't end up working out.
He came close, though, with those siege giants. They got that bottom keep out.
Okay, as we were like retreating from that last push, I saw that the siege giants had cleared the web weaver and were pushing on to keep, and I was so confused how that happened. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
It had a pretty hefty wave going with it. I don't know how it made its way there, but it happened. Let's
They had the siege giants and catapults. That's how.
Yeah, they did work for sure, that bottom.
So let's rewind a little bit. Let's go back to game number 1. It feels so long ago at this point. Dragonshire, y'all's map pick. Maiev Zagara.
Yeah, it's a variation of a comp that we've been running to decent success for a while now. Obviously, it didn't work out as well as intended this time, and we're always kind of fine-tuning and looking for ways to make it better, but it is something that we have put into practice and won with. We did quite well with it in the last Heroes Lounge season.
All right.
I'm interested because on that map you usually see Zagara in the offlane, and you usually see Zagara take the global.
The Nidus,
take,
yeah.
Nidus. And I've seen a lot of Maiev play, and I don't know how the Maul works with the cage, because you don't get any knives, you don't get any cleave when the Maul is out. Can you explain that to me?
Yeah, Maw and Cage is not actually great team fight synergy, and we kind of acknowledge that. Like I said, we don't always run the Maiev. We prefer actually running it with the Zeratul, which brings a little bit more damage, and it's easier to set up void prisons with Maws and things like that. But the main idea of the Zeg and the 4-man for us is, since she can put out such good siege damage when supported, that basically they always have to commit multiple heroes to bot lane, or else they risk just giving up forts for free to Zagara, and it kind of frees up the rest of the map for us to handle mid, gank top, do whatever. Again, obviously it didn't work out.
Yeah, I saw Zagara had issues keeping the creep out, but she did take the stacking quest, and it was getting pretty big.
Yeah, so she definitely Snowglare builds her much more teamfight oriented with that stacking quest, so we kind of scale into the list. And also one of the reasons with the Zeg is to put her creep in the try so that we can keep vision control too.
Okay, I like it. what else in game one was there? Um, your was it Imperius and Fall? Yeah, it was Imperius versus Falstad at the top lane. And Imperius, Ulysses did a really good job against the range that Falstad had against him, getting a couple of solo kills.
Yeah, Ulysses was doing really well. Imperius is a hero. He's been grinding quite a bit since hearing how strong he is in the offlane and testing it from. I think the Falstad matchup was a little weird for him, probably one he hasn't really had to go into, but he did a really good job with it.
I think y'all made the right decision switching from Imperius to Leoric because of that 100% Leoric win rate, though.
That 100% Leo win rate for sure.
So let's
Leo just helps a lot more with the double soak and
yeah. And jumping into game two, where you guys had the Leoric, Towers of Doom ended up being their map pick after they took map number 1 from y'all on your own pick.
So, I have a quick question on game 2. What was the most important hero for y'all to get in game 2?
We're really happy to get Snowglare on his Jaina. Jaina, well, first of all, he's just very comfortable on the hero, but she does so well into her wave clear, and her siege really helps with the bot control, which is oh so important on that map. So Jaina was probably our top priority. Other than that, we kind of built around. So Ana is just a strong hero in general, so we picked her.
Good job. Good job not picking Ivorus.
Hanzo came out with really good success for y'all.
Yeah, we haven't actually practiced it too much, but he managed to make it work and did a good job with it, so we're pretty happy with how that turned out. I think we were kind of deliberating between that or a Rainer, and just went with a Hanzo.
I think the Hanzo worked out well for you guys there, especially with having them only having Garrosh and no real way to initiate. You guys had just such a strong poke game that Towers of Doom just kind of, it started out strong in y'all's favor. It wavered for a little bit mid-game, but you guys pretty much had a good grasp of that map the entire way through, simply from the compositions.
It's something we kind of picked up on all 3 of their comps, is they don't really draft offlane bruisers at all, so it makes their backlines very squishy and susceptible, especially when you only have like a Garrosh or a Johanna to help peel.
Yeah, were you expecting Vala in the offlane? Was that something that you knew was going to happen?
God, no. We had no idea Vala was going to end up in the offlane. That was... I mean, looking at the comp, are we talking second game here? Because they had Malthael, so that was like a no-brainer. We're like, okay, Malthael's going in the top lane.
Well, they started out...
They started Vala up there.
Yeah, they started Vala out in the offlane both games. We think it was for the Caltrops quest. You could just keep a constant stack of 10 Hatred and just complete that quest really fast, because as soon as she was done, they switched.
I guess that makes sense for them, but is that worth it?
I don't think so. I don't think Caltrops... I don't know much about the Caltrops build anyways.
Worth it anyways? I don't think so.
I think Vala got blown up each game. I think she's just too squishy and she takes too much commitment to a fight.
And we were surprised they picked her into the second game after the first game with Vala didn't go so well for them. And from scouting, we know they don't really run double support comps, so we weren't really worried about them pulling out like a Tassadar or a second healing support to really make that Vala into hyper. So without that extra protection, especially without a second bruiser either, she was very squishy and susceptible to us.
Definitely. Game 3 started out really rough for you guys, and then level 10 came online, and you guys executed the Wombo combo almost perfectly the first team fight, and it just carried from there. How were you guys feeling before 10? With they had quite a few picks. They had bottom fort already down with the spiders, and you guys didn't really get much of anything with your first spider wave.
Yeah, obviously bad. We were feeling early. But that being said, since we gave them such a good game too, and we knew what we were capable of, we weren't really too worried. We just kind of had to stop the bleeding and get back into our rhythm, and just soak our lanes, get back on to level equality, and then go from there. So it was just a really big... Oh, sorry. Go, Marcus.
Oh, okay. I was just... about the Wombo combo, y'all executed that pretty much every fight with nearly perfect surgical precision. I just gotta know, A, who's doing the shot calling on your team, and B, was that instinct that y'all just knew to do that back to back, or was somebody calling up the shots over?
So Ziltoid is probably our main shot caller, but even then, it's a lot of like the entire team is kind of making calls and decisions as we go. And as far as the Wombo goes, it's just something that we've been practicing and practicing and practicing. Those are comps that we'd like to run. So at this point, it's almost second nature for us to just hit the stuns, hit the follow up, do whatever, hit the entombs, lay the damage on.
And it
Yeah,
worked out for
I
you
just-
guys.
I don't know how you counter that much stun on such a squishy target.
Especially with the healing. Now, their Deckard played really well the 2 games he was in. Had very good value with his stuns himself, but he just doesn't have the healing to counter that kind of blow up.
Deckard, as far as a support, he doesn't have any real save potential. So into a comp like ours, I would not want to.
Well, against that specific blow up on Cocoon, he can throw pots on top of the Cocoon, so that you get immediately healed.
I suppose that's fair, but I still think then we just follow up with more CC and the target should be dead. No amount of potions can fix that.
No.
Absolutely. I don't know of many range carry that survive 4 stuns in a row.
I think their main form of stopping the blow up was just them trying to use a fear and then blow us up before we could blow. And they got close a couple times. They picked off Ziltoid and did a lot of damage to our backline, but we had more CC and more sustain than that.
Yeah, there was a team fight there at the end where you guys were all engaging in the top part of the top lane, and Golden is just sitting down by the fort, chunking fell
Shelling
waving.
into us.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, I think
unleashing into you guys.
Their team had a lot more poke, but then your team engages on them hard, and they can't do anything about that.
Yeah, exactly. So we knew that we would get poked out if we let Gul'dan and Lunara do their thing. So, and I think I made a call earlier in the game that a lot of the fights we were taking, we weren't really making the engages. It was, we were letting them poke us down and then kind of forced into a fight. So I think as soon as we started turning it around and making the engages in our favor and on our terms, that's kind of when the game started turning around for us.
Definitely. Well, no, they were very entertaining games. It's been a long night. I'm sure you guys want some rest and some celebration, so go enjoy it. You get very well.
First, do you
Yes,
have any shout-outs? Anybody you want to shout out to?
I was getting there.
Shout out to you two guys. I haven't watched the cast back, but I know you do an amazing job as always. So
Oh, we just trash talk y'all the whole time. Don't worry. You didn't miss anything.
It's what we deserve. Shout out to the team for not giving up and playing a great 3 games, and shout out to Reborn Knights. They gave us a really entertaining series, and I look forward to seeing how they do for the rest of the season.
Definitely, it should be fun all around. Very good showing on both teams. One big team fight in that third game just swung it all around. That's it for tonight. Well, no, enjoy the rest of your night, man.
Thanks. Night, guys.
Good night. Well, Munkus, that ends the first night of NGS Season 6. What an entertaining night, and what a way to end the night.
What a night. Yeah, what a way to start out a 2-1 game with an incredible back and forth in that third game, especially.
Definitely. Chat, I hope you had fun. It's been a pleasure. I'm Mystic. My co-host tonight has been Munkus. We'll see you in the Nexus. Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.